Okay, so hello viewers, welcome to my orchid world. This is a request video from one of my viewers. She just asked me how do I make this kind of sort of mini greenhouse for promoting keiki growth. This one you have seen it in my previous video in phalaenopsis keiki promotion. Today I'll just show you the process. It is very simple. Basically you need to take a bottle, you can say, or anything, any box that has a lid, this kind of box. These are very common. You can see them lying around. Maybe you bring some sweets and then you are left with the box. You can reuse that box, and so we'll use this kind of box, or a box or a bottle like this, any juice bottle. So the process is very simple. I saw it on the internet, and it can be done in several ways. So I'll show you one method that I have followed while making this greenhouse, small one. You can see the keiki inside, it's growing. So I'll show you, it's very easy. So first of all, let me show you using this bottle. So this bottle, I have made few holes at the bottom, can see, and also at the top part. These are the holes. So these holes at the bottom will ensure that water is not accumulated in the water retaining media that I'll be using, and also these holes at the top will ensure that the water vapor that is getting evaporated from the water retaining media will escape. Not all of them are required, because otherwise what happens is, if you do not make holes at the top part, water will get accumulated in the top surface and then it will trickle down to the water retaining media. Basically water will not get evaporated from this setup, the closed setup. So what we will do is, we'll make a slit at the middle part of the bottle, and for that we will need one marker and one scissor. So let us continue. So we will take the bottle and make a slit here. So for that we will mark it here with a marker, or any pen you can take it. Just we want to make it sure that the cut doesn't go here and there. So our marking is done. So we'll cut it now. So first what you need to is, it's a hard bottle, it's quite hard. We'll need to make a slit somewhere, and then we can cut it with the scissor. So off camera I made the slit, as you can see, and now the remaining part I can cut it with the scissor. So there it is, it has been separated into two parts. So now what happens, very next step, as you can see, we can easily slide one part inside the other. If you just move it a bit, like so. So if it is not going inside, you can just make this part a bit narrower so that it slides inside it, and now it is going inside it perfectly. See, this is the way it has to be. So now we will put some water retaining media here in this part, the below part. For balance, you can put some stones also inside. So I'll show you. This is sphagnum moss that I have made it moist. So I'll put it down there. Not much, because it is a narrow bottle, not very wide. So like so, you can put sphagnum moss, and then place your cut spike in this part. So currently my phalaenopsis orchids are developing new spikes. I do not have anything that I can cut off, so I'll show you one hybrid Dendrobium phalaenopsis orchid for referral purpose. It's almost the same, just the blooms will be different, but I'll show you how and where to cut the spike so that you can put it inside. So I'll show you the keiki that is developing. This is the keiki which I had shown you in my previous video. Can you see? This is the one. So here you can see there are two nodes, this one and the other one here, which is developed, the keiki. So when your phalaenopsis orchid has bloomed, the last bloom where the last node where the bloom has opened, this is the one node below that particular node. So I'll show you with reference to a dendrobium spike, and then you will be able to understand. Here is a phalaenopsis dendrobium orchid, hybrid orchid. The spike is for reference purpose. So imagine this to be a phalaenopsis spike. So here is the last bloom, blooming from one of the nodes, and next node is a node which has potential for development of a secondary spike as well as a keiki. So you do not know what the orchid will produce. It may produce a secondary spike or it may produce a keiki. It all depends on the orchid. You cannot do anything about it. So for promoting keiki production from the spike, cut about halfway between the two nodes where the last bloom and the unbloomed node. So this is where you have to make a cut. So once you cut the spike at the node halfway between the two nodes, make the spike have at least two nodes, so that if one node doesn't put out anything like this, either a keiki or a secondary spike, you will have another node where there may be some chance to for a keiki to produce. So take at least two nodes in the spike and keep it at least this long, so that it can stand on the moist media, and then you can just place it on the cut bottle part and then cover it with the top part. So likewise you just place the keiki cut spike here in this way, and it will stand in this way because the sphagnum moss is quite moist. It will hold the cut part of the spike, and then you can cover it with the top part. So place it in this way, top part on the bottom part, and keep this set up in a very bright location where it gets filtered sunlight. And but main thing is that you need to have patience. Sometimes it may happen that you will not see any developments for 2-3 months, but you have to be patient. Keep your patience, and maybe someday you will see either a keiki or a secondary spike from the cut spike. So also one more warning kind of thing: if you do not see anything, any development, please don't be disappointed, because this may happen. As I have said, that 100% success is not guaranteed that you will have a keiki or a secondary spike. But in that case, do not get disappointed. Our job is to keep trying, and someday or the other success will definitely be ours, and then maybe we can use this method, very simple method, to propagate our phalaenopsis orchids. So this is the technique, very simple, and you have to wait it. Keep checking the media. If it gets dry, sprinkle some water on the media, and then because it will have to have continuous supply of humidity from the bottom part, the water that will get evaporated from this part, and so you have to keep a check on it. It should not get dry, it has to be moist, so that continuous vaporization of water is there. You can place sphagnum moss this way at the bottom, and then place your keiki here. And also this kind of setup is also very useful for keiki promotion from cut dendrobium canes which I have shown you in one of my videos. This setup is also very useful, and so you can, after putting the keiki after putting the spike inside, just close the lid this way. It has also holes on the top and also at the bottom, so that it serves the purpose. The extra water will be drained out, and also water vapor will escape from the top part. So this kind of setup is also okay. It need not be that you have to use a bottle or something. You can use this kind of boxes also. So as you have seen, the process is very easy. Please try it out. I am sure you will be having success. Please mention your dislikes and likes, and what kind of videos you want to watch in future in my channel. And thank you for watching.